do these first, unsuppressed. You see how this run, we shortened the buffer, not buffer, the spring. Let's try that total metal jacket. So the other ones is these right here. All right, so what we did, we put the 17 HMR lower on there. Might be the, I need to switch that spring back. But when I cut it down. Run all these and see. with some of these total metal jackets. All the total metal jackets. So I'm gonna have to change that spring. Maybe this, and I want to check this trigger out. All right, so we're gonna try unsuppressed first with the lower, this lower, and then we'll try suppressed.
Yeah.
Because they ran a lot better on this, the other lower. I mean, yeah, the other lower.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I think it's that. Yeah, because I think it's light striker. So, yeah, yeah, that lower done. So I swapped that lower back. All right, so we put the original lower back on here. So I got to go inside that other lower and check it out. And this is a 17 HMR. Because I don't remember no issues out of the 17. Alright, so the 17 ran good with this is lower, so I need to check the trigger on that other one. I'm gonna check the trigger and check that buffer on that other one. So now let's test out this suppressor on this one. Okay, it ain't loud.
Yeah.
But I still hear a little crack.
Yeah, I heard.
I mean, those things is moving fast. I think that red dot need to be adjusted some more too. But I'm gonna see how it sounds back here with no ears. But it is, I can hear a little crack coming from the ejection port. But that stuff moving fast. Oh, does it? Oh no, that bolt. Where did it go? Because they do loosen up, and I forgot to check that one. All right, let me find that right quick. 6.5 Creedmoor. All right, so the thing with these side chargers, you got to make sure that's tight. Let me cut this light on. Because I'm going to have to send this bolt in for repair, because you see the screw broke right into it. So that's the only bad thing about it. So it goes like that, and it broke straight in there. This happened to me on my 6.5 Creedmoor also, but they did fix it. So that's gonna be pretty much it for this. But we was testing out the suppressor anyway. That's what we were trying to do, and we want to see why the 22 Magnum was jamming. So I got to go in there. It's like it's light striking, so I want to check the trigger. I'm gonna check all that stuff out, but I got to put the spring back in and check the trigger in this other lower right here. But the 17 HMR ran no issues until now with that. So that is something. If you do this side charger with that screw, you definitely got to make sure it's tight. So I'm gonna send this bolt in and have them replace it. I mean, I could use the bolt on a 22 Magnum, but it's not that big of a deal. I just want to really test out the Phantom 22, and it's did pretty good on the Magnum, the 17, and of course really good on the 22, but 17 HMR is moving pretty fast, so you're not gonna get that quiet. But we just wanted to make sure the gun was running. That's about it. All right, so the 17 HMR, I didn't send it back in. I fixed it myself. So I took the Dremel, cut it, and like cut a shape of a flathead in there, and then I just twisted it out. Found a new bolt, and everything was good. So definitely with these side chargers, even on a high point, they do loosen up from going back and forth. So if you ain't gonna be going in and out of them, put some blue Loctite in that screw, because once they get loose and then they hitting either here, not so much on here. The bigger caliber ones be closer up to here and they can hit up here, and that's when they break. But the smaller caliber ones kind of hit back here, because sometimes you can see some of the paint. Look, they be close, it depends. But that movement back and forth at that rate will just snap that screw inside that bolt. I mean, I could have sent it, but I didn't feel like waiting and doing all that stuff, because I wanted to use the gun. So I fixed it. I would have fixed that first one, but I just definitely didn't feel like it. But that was with the 6.5 Creedmoor. But like I said, they got a good warranty system over there at BCA, so they definitely would have fixed it. And even if they didn't, I would have paid anyway, because I should have made sure my bolt was tight. The reason you have to take this bolt out, is this screw out, is when you want to take the bolt out and clean. So blue Loctite should be good. With these right here, you can see all that stuff. I don't really know why. I don't know if that's the CCI ammo that leaves all this powder. I want to get some other 22 Magnum ammo, because I never seen, you know what, the 17, yeah, the 17 and the 22 do, the 22 Magnum. 22 long rifle don't do this, so I don't know why all this powder. So I'm gonna try to find some other ammo and do some research on why all this yellow residue is left over. Because it's like, of course, that stuff, you got to clean these guns a lot. That stuff will start building up and getting inside the gun. But this one was cool, which you'll see in the video, only until that happened. That other lower on the 22 Magnum, what I did is I made a mistake. It had the spring. I had the hammer spring, which was a reduced power. All right, so on a 22 Magnum, look at all that stuff built up. That's just crazy. But you see that the hammer spring, usually they straight like this, but that one got a curve to it, and I had the curve going up under by mistake instead of on top of right here where the pins is. So that's why I was getting the light strikes, and then I put the original spring back in. I did a video on that. I had cut a regular AR-15 spring down to the size of there to see if it'll stop making that boing noise. Because sometimes you hear the spring like popping, but it could be with this long buffer they put in here. I don't know. You know, they sent this with it, with a 22 Magnum and 17 HMR. So they send you this long buffer, which is not probably an ounce or less, and then this spring. So I had cut a regular spring down to this size just to see. Still got that spring. Since I got the trigger right, I could probably test that spring back out. Original buffer that they sent, changed the trigger, we ran it suppressed, and no issues.
I see your motivation, I see your movement is in effect, and I fucking love that shit. Let's get it.